They call themselves the people's people, so we've got to delete people's people. What is the people's people? People's people are the people of Bundaberg. What are the people of Bundaberg? What are the people of Bundaberg? The police force of Bundaberg. Alright, so we've got the police force of Bundaberg is Linda Burge's family. That's what they put themselves in as. What else have we got? So we had what are the Birdwood family? So they eat the people from Birdwood. The people from Bundaberg won't fuck off out of this thing. I'll translate. My voice can activate their shit. Let's have a look. Town Birdwood. The South Australian Police, the Bundaberg Police have sneaked down through Birdwood. Birdwood's a little outpost, a little town in southwest Queensland. So they're playing some weird fucking game with one another. I'm stuck in the fucking middle as their tortured individuals. So who were the Birdwood family? Bundaberg and Harvey Bay. So the cops from Bundaberg and Harvey Bay. Are there doctors and lawyers in this thing? Cops and robbers is again there. So this is what happens. My implants are hooked to these cars. So I speak, they can hear it in those cars. It's fucking weird. The new electronic, psychotronic fucking assault weapons. I don't know what they call it. It sounds like a rifle when you say assault weapons, but they're just implants. These are the cars that got brought over from Australia with the Australian systems, and the New Zealanders are reenacting it for me today, I believe, because they stole all the cars for me. So we're getting a little bit of help. So thank you so much to New Zealand people, because they don't like evil shit here in New Zealand. It's actually heartwarming to know there is some fucking good people in this fucking world, because I've been left fucked and homeless by these fucking people. So there you go. I tried to get a bank account. They shut down my bank account. They just go into the CommBank, get it to make a commercial decision to shut down my bank account. Look at me, I'm a haggard mess. Look at it, I'm fucked. They got friction bearings in the wheels. That's the speakers that come out, I believe. Well, there was a guy that made a comment on my channel yesterday, and he called it what were they? They were spotlight speakers. And you can, they're actually really intelligent speakers, so it bounces sound off sound. So it projects a sound. So some of these people are the dick bags, but so the people that just came through were helping me out. So let's see what the other ones are doing. Who are these guys? There will be South Australian police in here, and they'll be cracking the fucking shits of what's going down right now. Their family members, they left a lot of businesses in debt, because they go into the shops and say to the people, the business owners, we're going to give you so much money to give us some drivers for the day, and then they record the business owner's voice, and then they tell the drivers to keep driving all day. So they get paid for like 1 hour for all the drivers, but then it's they're screwing the businesses over. There's businesses that have gone bust on this thing because they went all in. They got told we'll pay your workers fucking X amount of dollars. They've gone and hired people. They've done weird shit. I mean, I can only prove what I can prove, but that's sort of the what's going on. How many businesses went under? How many businesses? $30 businesses. It was 13 or 30 businesses. So this is what the cars do. So my lawyer had one of these in her office, and she sat there and taunted me with it. So she sits there in the room talking to me while my device is hooked up to it. She got paid off by the people that I was suing. So their plot was to make me believe that I was a schizophrenic by these cars talking to me all day. And then that's basically how it works. So these cars follow me everywhere I fucking go. The area gets blocked off. I'll document that later. But they have roadworks all over New Zealand, and they are just digging up the road, and they are doing an appalling fucking job. See how can you hear the hissing and how they're really loud, really loud. See? So this is the New Zealand. Just pissed it on because they can ripped off the New Zealand workers, New Zealand fucking businesses as well. The game alive. They've got hashtags and shit bullshit. So, I mean, they've had the spotlighting. There's been some funny shit too. Like the New Zealanders worked out what's going on. They started doing fucking adverts and shit. If any New Zealanders want to come down and do some weird adverts, funny as fuck. I've been informed that I've had a neural implant put in my head. I can't prove or disprove this at this point, but that's what you put in someone's head when they go blind, and it restores their sight. It's a very expensive implant. It records eyes. That's fucked. I hope that's not true. But I've been sort of informed they have people with literally looking at. A few people on spoke in the past. That's not the colour of a police vehicle in Aotearoa. Aotearoan police have blue police vehicles. They have dark blue police vehicles. They don't have white police vehicles here. They have a dark blue, and the black is armed response. I was pulled over and wrongly detained by one of those police vehicles the other day by some masquerading as a police officer, so that's handy. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, and I hope I am wrong, but I hope they aren't dressing up as. Can you hear it? It sounds like a fucking jet. You know, that's the speakers. This is the best I can really do. They've had these cars. Everyone's had a turn in them, but I'm meant to be kept in the dark and fed shit. So I'm led to believe I'm a schizophrenic, which is not the funnest thing in the world. They set it up at airport in Melbourne. If you watch sitting at the airport, it's just fascinating talking through the speakers. If a new police, I believe, that just crashed with everything that was going on, and he just they knew I was leaving the country for good, and they just cracked the shits and just said everything that these bastards did to me, because I don't think the Welshman went in on it. What are they going to do now? See if you don't understand, because they'll start hating on me. The Bundaberg are the ones that turn the fucking thing off. India's fuck. Police family walk around, their family members and shit go on a holiday to do the gaslighting for the American audience. There's a guy in Philly that's to me about one is his town as well. He not to this cars, but he gets gaslit every time. So I told him to just pick any town in America, and I'll contact the local lodge there and see if we can get him away from gaslighting and sort of booking is one of the most evilest things in the world, because it does lead people to commit suicide. I've been sort of edged on it, go and kill myself throughout what they've been doing, but we just need these cars off the road, these speakers off the road. We need, because they wire up businesses, McDonald's, KFC, fucking Domino's. I'll start filming and documenting all the business owners that have gone in on this. I gave them warning to fuck it off out of their shops. I went and had an argument with one of the McDonald's workers this morning. They know what they're doing. It's fucking evil. It's all a part of a marked individual fucking game that they were going to set up. And you just put these implants in the certain people, and they believe they're out of their fucking minds, you know. And if you don't know what the implants are, we talked about it in university in 2013 to James Woolbert. And then there's a guy called Michael Bell that's had it done to him, and he had it done to the extent that I've had it done. Woolbert didn't get it as bad as what me and Bell got. We've got the pacemakers and shit they can stop our fucking hearts with. This is some brutal shit. This phone, this is not. I don't have another phone here. I don't have a speaker. It's part of the thalamic nerve stimulator. I will be cutting a piece of it out later today. I've got an innate ear tagger that you use on a sheep, just to pop. You will find it. These things in your head go in your ear. Lift the fucking thing up like that. Look behind the ear. You'll see the fucking ball there. See it? I don't know if you can see it properly, but I can feel the fucking thing. You just pop that. ID speaker is down the bottom. Your ear feels really fucking hard. Ears have hear fucking things, you know what I mean? So that's what's gone down. I'm trying to get to a Grand Lodge. I'm trying to get help from my brothers. I've been stuck in here for a long time. This thing moves around me wherever I go. I move, it moves, you know what I mean? These are not in every car. Otherwise you'd have it in your own country, you know what I mean? So there are some nasty fucking people in the world that have too much money and go in on stupid shit like this. Don't allow it. Don't fucking allow it. If you see someone being gang stalked and someone comes up to you and says, I'll give you $20 to walk past them and say the what do they call it? I don't want to sound like one of those weird feminists, but like those trigger words that make people snap. It's a part of sensitization. As a part of these people that walk past ignore it and pretend that they can't hear it. That's a part of it. So to make the people think that they're a schizo, these are the people that will pretend they can't hear it. And I mean, my YouTube channel seems to be able to fucking hear it. But some of the people that orchestrated this did rape a police officer's daughter in Whangarei, so we want to know about that. Who raped the police officer's daughter in Whangarei? Because everything you say in these cars gets recorded and it's stored. It's a way to keep the game alive. There's a little, I call it a black box. There's a little black box in the car, and it records everything. There's a pinhole camera just near the speedometer and a black box in the car, and they ask the people to, you know, be evil, and then talk about it in the car. I had a car similar to, and I just got out of it and said, fuck, 5 bought the fucking thing, and they wired this shit to my car, and I just fucking got out and wouldn't play along with their shit. So yeah, the implant went in my neck instead. So we'll see which one of these actually Australian and Bundaberg police officers, family members, we'll just see. Just the smart asses that my lodge asked to sneak in commandeer the vehicles and fuck shit up. And I implore any Freemason that sees a marked individual being tormented in their town or whatever, see what they've actually done, because they say the most evil things about you. They went to my family and friends and said the most evil shit. They always go the pedo line or some shit like that, you know what I mean? And no one's going to give a fuck if you're a thief. I mean, unless you live in Salt Lake City, no one's going to care. This is KKK tactics straight up. And marked individuals, the KKK tactics. See, there you go. The people in the cars, they can't control what comes out of the speakers though. That's the thing, they're just the drivers. A lot of them are just the drivers, so they can't control what happens to them. He's not talking, he can't control what comes out of his speakers. He just chucks the laps. Some of these people are more or less just fucking mobile speakers. They're asked to just drive around and do it. Some of the drivers when all the people that are being asked to gang stalk by proxy are kicked out of the vehicles, they have to get back in the vehicles. So we're trying to fuck it up so we get the real people back in the cars. The actual people, the actual people orchestrating the gang stalking and things like that back in the cars, so we can film them doing it. Because right now it's just gang stalking by proxy. They just put a driver in the car, they can call up from their workplace, they can call up from anywhere, you know. We've worked out that there could potentially be spotlight speakers, which makes a lot of sense. Spotlight speakers, definitely friction speakers in the bearings. Old school friction speakers, it's like a recorder. Friction speakers, look that up. If you're a marked individual, come see us. Tell us what fucking happened. Take this fucking recording, say this is what they did to your brother. He was a fucking beautiful, big, strong fucking man, and this is what they did to him, made him look like a fucking hobo. And I can't get home to fucking tell him. If you're a lawyer, help them, don't take the money. There's more money in suing these idiots. They can't get fuel. They're trying to cover up the fuel expenses. They bring in fuel trucks. I've been noticing everything. I just got to keep my phone charged and fuel it and film it. Sorry. It does get a little hard to do things when you're running for your life, because they can, at a flick of a switch, I can be in cardiac arrest again. You know, I've had a heart attack from these people. It's brutal as fuck. Once you control someone's thalamus, their heart, and they're called the vagus nerve, or the I don't know what's going on now. Now the helicopter's going up, they've got all the money in the world. So they've got it in everything, man. They are spending mega dollars on this. You know how much it is for fucking aviation fuel? A helicopter for that to fly around all day. This is costing a fortune. That's not a reenactment, that's just... So yeah, the reenactment ended a little while ago. They just came through, but I can still control who are the Birdwood family. There you go, Bundaberg police are the Birdwood family. I tried to sue for compensation, and the Queensland state government would have had to pay me out $1.1 million. So instead of $1.1 million, they made this big weird fucking police game. They brought the police in, brought all this weird shit in. Jai Kluski was Michael Nance. He played the role of Michael